All right, welcome to Soldiers, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that brief intermission. Had to scarf down some food real quick. However, I am back and fully energized and ready to go. And for right now, coming up next, we have the NCW Twitch Television Championship on the line as Aaron the Destroyer Mega right here tonight, ready to go for the Twitch Television Championship at Salute to the Soldiers, of course. Genesis being well represented here in this matchup as accompanying the Twitch Television Championship of Genesis and the whole group rounding out the NCW World Tag Team Champions. So that Revelation group having Genesis in it as well is certainly, as all three of these men have all seen singles gold in the last 2 months, and now they together collectively make up the tag team champions. Josh Omega looking to overcome all of this. It's television title. It's Josh Omega challenging Aaron the Destroyer right here at Salute to the Soldiers live in Baghdad, Iraq here today. Fans, if you're just catching up, we had a lot of titles change hands at Salute to the Soldiers, or a couple titles change hands earlier, but the Livewire Championship did not. Sean Kenny, representing that Revelation group, putting down Dash Walton in the last, in the conclusion of the last part. And now to kick off this part here is more Revelation shenanigans, if you will, by members here tonight, as now the tag team champions, one third of the tag team champs, the Twitch Television champion, will be putting his title on the line. Aaron the Destroyer against this man. Making his way down to the ring, he is the leader of the Omegaverse. He is the one and only Josh Omega. Josh Omega on his way down to the ring here tonight, ready to go. Josh Omega, master of that Omega forearm and that Omega plex, doing what he's got to do to stay in the fights that he's been in. We've seen him before. He's been a former Battle Royal champion. He was a Nightmare World Cup finalist going up against the Twitch Television champion, Aaron the Destroyer. Now, here's the thing. You mentioned the Nightmare World Cup. You really can't use that against Aaron the Destroyer. He won the whole 64-man tournament, defeating Josh Omega in the process, and now they finally meet for their much-anticipated Twitch Television title match. Now, Josh Omega anticipating his opponent on his way down to the ring, be the two-thirds of the NCW World Tag Team Champions. He is your NCW Twitch Television Champion, Aaron the Destroyer. And look at him there, Genesis fully decked out with all their gold on display here tonight. It was at the last Click Per View quarantine where Genesis fully came to fruition and took over not only the tag team titles, but also fought amongst each other for the Twitch Television title, all in the same night. Nonetheless, they saw it as it could have been a night that could have been broken up. Nonetheless, they all walked away with gold, and everything was sunshine and rainbows for these degenerates, Genesis. Nonetheless, they were chosen to go in the Revelation group, along with the Cousins of Chaos and the Constanellis. They're all in it together. We're going to see what their intentions are in the future, but we all know what the intentions of this group Genesis is, and that is to take over Livewire. You better believe they've done so, capturing a lot of titles in the meantime. Cruiserweight title, of course, at one time held by Eric Hale, Eric the Assassin. Ryan Riley, the Double R superstar, been a Canadian champion on top of tag team champions right now, and the Twitch television champion, of course, is what is on the line, what is around the waist of Aaron the Destroyer. All three members of Genesis here to go in this singles affair. Ryan Riley and Eric Hale will find themselves on the outside as Aaron the Destroyer defends his NCW Twitch Television Championship right here tonight at Salute to the Soldiers 2018. Introducing first his challenger. Man, hailing from the Omegaverse, he is the one and only Josh Omega. And now, introducing the champion, 1/3 of the team of Genesis, representing the overall faction of Revelation. He is the one and only Twitch television champion, Aaron the Destroyer. Aaron the Destroyer got that Twitch television title off of Eric Hale at the last Click Per View, and now looking to defend it for the first time here tonight at Salute to the Soldiers against this man, a man who won the #1 contendership that night against Hunter Quinn, and that's what it's all about, fans, the Twitch television title. Omega and the Destroyer, one-on-one. The bell has sounded, and here we go. And you can't really say it's one-on-one, but we're going to see as Omega lands that patented Omega DDT to open up this contest. Genesis is ringside. The other two members of the faction, or of the team, rather, the tag team champions on the outside with a vested interest in their friend, Aaron the Destroyer here, the third member of Genesis. Josh Omega not letting that bother him here, as he's staying in control here, doing what he's got to do. Now thrown into the ropes, but no. Reversal there. Aaron the Destroyer cannot find his mark. Instead, throwing Josh Omega over or into the ropes. They bounce into each other, going for the T-bone, but he gets reversed by Aaron the Destroyer. Look out. The Destroyer looking to let loose here in this series of maneuvers. Aaron with the double foot stomp, a maneuver he has been using in the past and what has helped him get all the way to the Twitch Television Championship. Like I said, he had to defeat Ryan Riley and Eric Hale, who were both ringside members of Genesis. They were Genesis then and they're Genesis now. Didn't break the group up. And that flying DDT of his own, a patented maneuver by Aaron the Destroyer, but a flatlining clothesline there just stops him right in his tracks. But these two are going at it blow for blow here, doing what they got to do, and another one of those inside-out innovative neck breakers, doing what he's got to do. The Twitch Television Champion now, look out, kicks him in the gut, and a train wreck there by Aaron the Destroyer. Laying waste to Josh Omega, but not enough to get it done there as a 2 count. This matchup continues here for the Twitch Television Championship of Nightmare Championship Wrestling. Look out, Phoenix Splash there by Aaron the Destroyer. Hits the ropes and comes back with a big-time kick, but no. Missing there, and Josh Omega looking to go to work with that back body drop there. Omega now shaking him up for the Omegaplex, putting down the Twitch Television Champion. The crowd going wild on that, as they are a huge-time fan of Josh Omega. And look at this, distracting the referee here while Aaron the Destroyer can get back on the offense here. Eric Hale, 1/3 of the tag team champions, a member of Genesis, getting involved there, and now going for the pin off of that maneuver. One and only a 1 count. Josh Omega keeping the matchup alive here. Omega now, look out. Ooh, look at that. Aaron the Destroyer flying right over the head of Josh Omega. And look at this. He crashed and burned. Both men slow to their feet here. Is this matchup maybe getting halfway through here? These two going at it here for the Twitch television title. And Aaron the Destroyer looking to take Josh Omega all the way to the top rope here. And the Destroyer, we've seen him hit maneuvers off the top rope like this before. Look out, superplex rolling through and now into a deadlift Falcon Arrow. And now look out, Aaron the Destroyer got his sights set on the train wreck knee, but no, rolling out of the way is, oh, and then a spear out of nowhere. Good Lord, Josh Omega going for the pin. 1, 2, and no. Aaron the Destroyer, the Twitch television champion, to kick out, get a shoulder up, and continue this matchup. What's up, guys? I'm glad everybody could join us here today for Nightmare Championship Wrestling, and good Lord, what a clothesline there by Omega, picking Aaron the Destroyer back up, and he's not done. He went for another one, but this time the Destroyer sidesteps and then lands that sling blade there. Josh Omega trying to get to his feet, and look at this. The Destroyer, Aaron, just laying waste to him with those kicks. It won't even let him to his feet. Finally picking back up, but look at that. Took all the strength he had just to push him off there. These two face to face, and now look at that with the duck under going forward. These multiple back suplexes here by Aaron the Destroyer, the Twitch television champion, showing off here his power and strength, and now an overhead suplex there by the Twitch television champion, the man who won the Nightmare World Cup, Aaron the Destroyer, looking for quite possibly the end with a kick to the gut, and then the train wreck knee. And fans, that could be very well it for Josh Omega. 2, and no. Omega getting a shoulder up here, ensuring this matchup will continue here. Aaron the Destroyer on the second rope with a big time splash there on Josh Omega, rolling out of the way of that stomp, getting caught there by that, the helicopter facebuster. Good Lord, what a maneuver there, a bangarang of sorts by Aaron the Destroyer, but Josh Omega showing off what he does best, and that is his heart and his resiliency, and he is staying in the fight every step of the way here. And now Omega winding up, ladies and gentlemen. This could be it for the Twitch television champion as he goes down to the Omega forearm. But look at this. Eric Hale immediately getting involved here, ladies and gentlemen, in this matchup, leaving the Destroyer enough time to try and crawl away. And now Omega looking to capitalize once again as Eric Hale got involved there. And now Genesis, well, in effect here. Look out, big time sidewinders, back suplex of sorts by Aaron the Destroyer, and he's looking to go to work here and destroy Josh Omega. Big time powerbomb there from the deadlift position, and now Omega in trouble as he gets hit with a third train wreck here. Shooting the half, pulling the leg here for the pin. 1, 2, and 3, and just like that, Genesis ensures that Aaron the Destroyer keeps his Twitch television title. Man, did Josh Omega get screwed here, ladies and gentlemen. Eric Hale and Ryan Riley certainly getting involved here in this matchup. No weapons involved, of course. That is where I thought the matchup was going to end, that spear out of nowhere, but 3 train wrecks, and that was all she rode here in this matchup. That was where it was over. Bam! Hit him with that sidewinding back suplex of sorts. Put him down, and then the last train wreck was enough to set down Josh Omega. Your winner here tonight, and still your NCW Twitch television champion, Aaron the Destroyer. Genesis for the win. They walk away with a victory here tonight. Now, they will have to defend their tag team titles also later tonight. Right now, the Twitch television champion, Aaron the Destroyer, can celebrate in his successful title victory. All right. Go fans, coming up next, got a singles competition. Number one contendership. We find out who fights Sean Kenny at the next click per view Supreme Struggle. The night of the tournament, we find out who will enter. Well, I don't know if necessarily this title will be included in the tournament, but nonetheless, we find out who the number one contender to the NCW Live is coming up next. It is Hunter Quinn versus Bullet Adams. The leader of the Bullet Empire takes on Quinn here tonight for the number one contendership to the Livewire title. Only one man can move on to face Sean Kenny, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't know if it's a prize because he's put down everyone in his path thus far. But these two men here tonight looking to do battle to decide who will get the next shot at the NCW Livewire title. Here we go. Bullet Adams, Hunter Quinn, right here tonight. So here we go. Neither one of these men so far winning an NCW title. Live here tonight from Baghdad, Iraq. We are ready to go for Salute to the Soldiers, ladies and gentlemen. Nightmare Championship Wrestling well on display here tonight. And here we go. Our first man wasting no time, making his way down to the ring for the singles competition for this number one contendership to the Livewire title. Here he is, the leader of the Bullet Empire himself, Bullet Adams. Bullet Adams on his way down to the ring here, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to see how he fares here in this matchup. Neither one of these men, like I said, winning championships thus far, but here tonight, one man will be guaranteed a shot at a title at the next click-per-view Supreme Struggle. We're going to find out who it is. Will it be Bullet Adams? Will it be Hunter Quinn? Both of these men desperately needing a shot at a title, and now here tonight, they will decide who will be Sean Kenny's number one contender. So here we go. Bullet Adams ready to go for this. Like I said so many times, the number one contendership to the Livewire title. Bullet Adams, man who's been in NCW along with the rest of the crew, drafted to the Livewire brand, of course. And now here tonight, a Livewire matchup on Salute to the Soldiers. Of course, our interpromotional pay-per-view here tonight. So here we go. Bullet Adams ready to go here tonight. Not winning a championship thus far, but perhaps going to change his stars here tonight. Put down Hunter Quinn, move on, face Sean Kenny, a Supreme Struggle. Nonetheless, here's his opponent, making his way down to the ring. The one and only Hunter Quinn. Hunter Quinn, here with us in the land of the Nightmare, had one hell of a battle at the last click-per-view quarantine with Josh Omega in a 2 out of 3 falls brawl. And man, I'm going to tell you what, it was one hell of a match. But at the end of the day, Josh Omega would move on to face the Twitch television champion, leaving Hunter Quinn not knowing his place. Now, here tonight, looking to find his way back to his path, if you will, back on his journey here towards NCW Gold. Now here tonight he faces Bullet Adams here in the singles competition. We're going to see who's going to walk away the winner here at NCW Salute to the Soldiers. So here we go. Hunter Quinn ready to go here for the singles competition. He knows what's on the line, as does Bullet Adams. These two have met a couple times in multi-man matches, but now here tonight, really getting to shine in the singles matchup. Bullet Adams, Hunter Quinn. We all know what's on the line. A shot at Sean Kenny's Livewire title and the next click per view. Let's see who makes it to that championship matchup. And look out, Hunter Quinn sending Bullet Adams all the way to the outside here. Now, Hunter Quinn, look out, big time shot there with his boot, putting down Bullet Adams. Bullet Adams now fighting back against Hunter Quinn, and Hunter Quinn using his environment to his advantage here, throwing him into the barricade, now in that classic fireman's carry that we've seen Quinn use so many times before. Here in a singles matchup with no one to break it up and no one to save and no one to get involved, Hunter Quinn is doing fairly well here against Bullet Adams. And Bullet goes head first into the ring post here. Now, look out. Goes up on his shoulders and a hurricane rana there by Hunter Quinn. Quinn now in control of Bullet Adams, but only momentarily, as these two are going to actually jock for position back and forth. We got a draw here. What do you know, ladies and gentlemen? We made it to a 10 count on a draw here between both men, and wow. Wow. A draw here between both men, and I don't know what Livewire is going to do about that. I guess they don't have a number one contender at this moment in time. Maybe a rematch down the road. I don't know, fans. We'll find out, I guess, on the next episode of Livewire. Wow. Hunter Quinn and Bullet Adams ending in a stalemate, leaving Sean Kenny with no contender. Nonetheless, coming up next, looks like I guess we're going to have the Bloodsport title. We all know what this is, fans. Blunts is Bloodsport. He could not prove that Blunts was indeed Bloodsport. Nonetheless, here tonight, winning 2 Battle Royal championships in the past couple weeks since the last click per view in the last couple shows. Winning it and nonetheless, here tonight, Huey Blunt looks to challenge Gabriel Gordon here for his since Gabriel Gordon. No one has dethroned him, of course. And now, once again, Gabriel Gorgeous looks to step into the Bloodsport cage and face Huey Blunts in a rematch. Now, remember, fans, at Quarantine, Huey Blunts went down to Gabriel Gorgeous in a decisive fashion. Nonetheless, he's back here tonight looking for another shot at Gabriel Gorgeous now. I think he's at to look in a different direction, if you will. Nonetheless, Gabriel Gorgeous looking to defend his NCW Bloodsport. Gorgeous is arguable. Is he one of the best Bloodsport champions of all time? That is indeed arguable when it comes to Gabriel Gorgeous. I mean, you got to compare him to the greats like, I guess you would say, Luke Luger, Great Gregory Ginther. Those were some of the best Bloodsport champions of all time. Kevin Fuller, the first one ever. Nonetheless, here tonight, Gabriel Gorgeous putting that Bloodsport title on the line against Huey Blunts. So here we go. Live from Baghdad, Iraq for this Salute to the Soldiers 2018. The Bloodsport title is on the line, and here he is, the first man making his way down to the ring. He is hailing from New Jersey, the one and only Huey Blunts. Huey Blunts, two-time former Battle Royal champion, the Damager, ready to go here tonight. Huey Blunts, of course, we all know what he's all about, as you can see, putting the joint out on the camera right there, ready to go here tonight for the Bloodsport title. He and the Golden Prince of Egypt, that is Gabriel Gorgeous, here tonight. So the Bloodsport Championship has not been around since the inception of NCW. It came in around, it actually showed up back in the 2010 days. It was an idea. Kevin Fuller was a member of the roster, finally returning and bringing it into NCW. And then it's been on and off. It's been vacated or is like debunked. Nonetheless, it's been back for almost a year now. And by the likes of Gabe Gorgeous, Luke Luger, and Jay Smith holding the title, it really shows you the future is bright in the Bloodsport division. And now here comes the current reigning, defending, badass Bloodsport champion himself, hailing from Cairo, Egypt. He is the Prince of Egypt, the one and only Gabriel Gorgeous. Gabriel Gorgeous, NCW Bloodsport champion, looking to put his title on the line once again against his number one contender, Huey Blunts. Huey Blunts, of course, named himself number one contender. I don't think he and definitely attacked Gabriel Gorgeous backstage. I do remember that. Nonetheless, leading up to the rematch between these two, and here tonight, these men are ready to go here for the Bloodsport title. It is all led up to this, perhaps a final encounter if Huey Blunts is to go down. Right here at Salute to the Soldiers, and everybody booing the Prince of Egypt right here in Baghdad, Iraq. They don't even like him here. Nonetheless, at Salute to the Soldiers, his Bloodsport title will be on the line inside the Bloodsport cage. That's what it's all about, fans. The NCW Bloodsport title is on the line. Huey Blunts, the challenger, the champion, of course, Gabriel Gorgeous. Title on the line. 15-minute time limit is in effect. No one has ever met the time limit before, and Huey Blunts, the Damager, starts out with a hell of a overhead belly-to-belly there to start out with, and the Damager puts him in the cottonmouth crossface to start this match out here, ladies and gentlemen. But Gabriel Gorgeous not going down that easily, not this early here. Look out. Last time, remember Josh Omega got choked out that quick by Gabriel Gorgeous, but he's not going down and suffering the same fate this early. Nonetheless, these two going at it inside the Bloodsport cage. The Damager trying to take it to the champion, and look out, the champion stacking him up into that sharpshooter triangle. He's got him locked up in his submission once again, and I don't know if Huey Blunts is going to be able to survive this. No, rolling out of it, Huey Blunts stays in it. Now, going after it here, throws him into the ropes, but he misses with the big boot and a big-time Superman punch there by the Damager, Huey Blunts. And inside the Bloodsport cage, Blunts is going off. Blunts is indeed Bloodsport at least this moment in time. Now, 13:43 left on the clock here. We got a block of a suplex there, and Gorgeous coming right back with the front face lock there. Nice overhead cowboy takedown there, and now wrenching on the side headlock there, doing what he's got to do to stay involved and definitely stay in control here, and he gets out of it. Blunt's there, rolling him out, but not enough time for him to get up, and look at this, locking him up in the Rings of Saturn and rolling back into that crucifix. Rings of Saturn lock from his back here. Remember, fans, the only way to win is by knockout or submission. No pinfalls, no escape inside the Bloodsport cage. Now, nice back elbow there by Gorgeous, but eating his own reversal by the Damager. Nice knee found there, and the Damager not playing around anymore. Got him up with a king size come down. That, a beautiful maneuver, the brainbuster-like maneuver of the Damager, Huey Blunts. He is killing it here tonight. He's got an armbar locked in on Gabriel Gorgeous. But no, the Bloodsport champion to fight out of these submissions fairly quickly here tonight. Nice back elbow there. The Damager puts him down in a cottonmouth crossface. Got him in a submission once again, and at 12 and a half, or less than 12 and a half minutes remaining, these two continue. The submission attempts not coming into play, but look out. Gabriel Gorgeous with that spinning heel kick levels the Damager, and this matchup is looking grim here for the Damager as he locks him in. That submission there, that is the Dragon Sleeper. Will he tap out? No, the Damager fights his way out of it. 12 minutes remaining on the clock here. The Damager in control here. Throws him into the turnbuckles and then slings him out into the middle of the ring. These two battling back and forth. Huey Blunts with a snapmare out of nowhere, a much needed reversal, but that shot to the gut by the Prince of Egypt. And now, oh my goodness, look out, he's got him in the Midas Clutch. The Midas Clutch is locked in here, and will he tap out? Huey Blunts breaks the grip here and a back elbow, and Blunts quickly to his feet. He learned from his mistakes last time in a power and a punch, good Lord. Knocking him off his feet there with that beautiful power of the punch, and just like that, the Damager Huey Blunts trying to come back, but eats a knee to the midsection there, and a clothesline by the Damager. These two are so evenly matched. This is a much different match than the last time they faced off. Huey Blunts may have learned all he needed to learn in his absence in between fights, because this here is a brawl between Gabriel Gorgeous and Gorgeous there, looking to end it here. Gorgeous now looking to seat him on the throne of pharaohs with that beautiful maneuver there, stacking him up with the Coda driver, putting him down and staying in control. Look at this, drop toe hold, keeps it locked in for the Midas Clutch. He's got his finisher locked in once again, and he is looking to tap out Huey Blunts, and Huey Blunts taps out once again, ladies and gentlemen. Gabriel Gorgeous successfully defends his championship. Wow. Huey Blunts showing everybody he had what it took to stay in the fight, but at the end of the day, you may be witnessing one of the most dominant E-Fed champions we have in the land of the nightmare at work here today. Wow. I'm going to tell you what, great showing by the Damager as well as Gabriel Gorgeous. It was a back and forth fight. It was certainly more entertaining than the last fight they had. Nonetheless, the Damager, not enough to end the reign of the Bloodsport champion. He taps out to the Midas Clutch for the win here tonight, and still your NCW Bloodsport champion, Gabriel. Fans, whether you love him or whether you hate him, you cannot deny how dominant he has been since his arrival in the land of the nightmare. Nonetheless, Gabriel Gorgeous walks away, still your NCW Bloodsport champion. Congratulations to the Prince of Egypt on his victory here tonight for the Bloodsport title, retaining the belt once again. Well, Sean Kenny and Gabriel Gorgeous continue their reigns, respectively. Uh, wow, getting it done for both men. And now, looks like we got time for. Speaking of Sean Kenny, ladies and gentlemen, looks like it is time for a tag team ladder match between the Ultimate Tag Team Champions and the American Triad, Beast Cody Ford and Daddy Mark Woolery. So apparently, Sean Kenny and Jeremy Barmore resurrecting the HCW Ultimate Tag Team titles, even though they've already united Mark Woolery either on Heritage Mania, one of those two shows. Nonetheless, here tonight, they have resurrected, gotten involved in the, gotten involved in the matters of the tag team championships, because as soon as the Beast Cody Ford and Daddy Mark Woolery win contend titles eventually, now they do, you can see them as they are on the line now. Salute soldiers, of course. The number one contenders to the tag team titles said that they wanted to challenge for the new tag team titles that are being brought in, that being the Ultimate Tag Team Championships. See what, fans? Between the American Triad and any other rivalry that they've had with any other tag team, Sean Kenny and Jeremy Barmore may very well be their fiercest rivals. Better than International Legion, better than the Bloodline or anybody else that they've ever worked against. Nonetheless, Jeremy Barmore and Sean Kenny are part of that Revelation group that has been, building up, led by the Cole Click Per View. Could be looked at as a power struggle between that group and everyone else. And it looks like everyone else in that group thus far has kept their titles in their title defenses. I mean, Aaron the Destroyer, still the Twitch television champion. Sean Kenny, still the Livewire champion. Can Genesis walk away with their tag titles intact at the end of the night? I don't know. Can Sean Kenny and Jeremy Barmore defeat the American Triad and hold on to the NCW Ultimate Tag Team Championships? We're going to find out right here tonight at Salute to the Soldiers. The American Triad competes in a tag team ladder match against the Cousins of Chaos for the Ultimate Tag Team titles. Coming up next. So here we go, live from Baghdad, Iraq, for Salute to the Soldiers here this afternoon, ready to go. This is the Ultimate Tag Team titles, tag team ladder match, and two teams, or a team that has done fairly well in ladder matches in the past. They won Faction Wars this year, 2018, and now here tonight, ready to win another tag team title amongst them. I believe they are 6-time tag team champions throughout all the companies they have been in. Nonetheless, here we go. We find out here tonight if they can win the Ultimate Tag Team titles of NCW. As Sean Kenny and Jeremy Barmore putting these titles on the line against the Beast Cody Ford and Daddy Mark Woolery. They win the number one contenderships. You think that the American Triad's going to challenge Genesis, and then they turn around and challenge indeed their attackers. Nonetheless, here we go. Beast Cody Ford, Daddy Mark Woolery, after getting attacked a couple shows ago, you know that they're ready to go. Yes, the Ultimate Tag Team Championship matchup. Here we go. Their opponents, Livewire superstars, on their way down to the ring. Of course, they do not have their Ultimate Tag Team titles around their waist. We seen them earlier in the live wire title match, but they are hanging above the ring. But they are the self-proclaimed Ultimate Tag Team Champions. Here they are, the Cousins of Chaos, Sean Kenny and Jeremy Barmore. So I guess when you just make up a title, NCW will just go with it. Apparently NCW management cool with the idea that Livewire is going to have their own set of titles. And of course the American Triad Adrenaline Stars challenging for those titles, you know, as soon as they come into conception. Nonetheless, here we go. For the Ultimate Tag Team titles, they are on the line. The Cousins of Chaos and the American Triad. 2-on-2 ladder match here at Salute to the Soldiers 2018. Crowning new tag team, our first ever second tag team titles. We've never had two different tag team titles at one time. Nonetheless, this is a first for us, a first time in history. The Ultimate Tag Team Championship is on the line here in the land of the Nightmare. And definitely a force to be reckoned with, and that's what it's all about, fans. The Ultimate Tag Team titles. They are on the line here tonight, hanging high above the ring. Let's find out who's going to win the Ultimate Tag Team titles. This tag team matchup is underway. Sean Kenny and the Beast squaring off. Wow, Daddy Mark Woolery and Jeremy Barmore to hook it up on the other side of the ring. Look out, Kenny just flatlining and beating the hell out of the Beast here early. Daddy Mark Woolery not looking so good as well, with a reversal there, and much needed reversal. Maybe he'll get back on top. Beast is just getting manhandled here by Sean Kenny. Sean Kenny, a man who has kept his championship for some time here. Look at that, just powers down the Beast. Cody Ford I don't know if he can stand toe-to-toe with this big man. He's just shoving him back and forth, and Cody Ford with a high kick, sticking to the strikes, trying to at least. And look at this, a flatliner finds to knock down the big man Sean Kenny. Jeremy Barmore now with a bulldog puts down Mark Woolery. Cody Ford now still with the strikes, trying to stick with it here on Sean Kenny. But Kenny now with the power, showing it off here. Good Lord, what a maneuver there. And now, oh, a double team on his own partner. What in the hell? I don't know what happened there. Sean Kenny apparently double teaming Jeremy Barmore here with Woolery, helping him out here. Now trying to fight back. Clearly a mistake here. But still, Jeremy Barmore now face to face with Mark Woolery. Kenny on the outside. Looks like Cody Ford back to his feet. Woolery trying to get a much needed reversal on the inside while we got a DDT on the outside by the Beast. Look out, Daddy's Discipline inside the ring there. Barmore is down. Daddy Mark Woolery heading to the top rope here. What in the world does he have planned for Jeremy Barmore? He dives off with a double axe handle, knocking him down. Meanwhile, Sean Kenny on the outside as the Beast Cody Ford, well scouted here for the Ultimate Tag Team titles. No one has grabbed a ladder and thrown it into the ring thus far, but you know, these two teams know what it's all about. It's a ladder match here for the Ultimate Tag Team titles. Two teams that people are saying are one of the greatest rivalries in our tag team division, and good Lord, the Beast gets thrown up the ramp, and that Snapdragon suplex inside the ring by Jeremy Barmore to put down Mark Woolery. Oh, and look out, a spear into the ladder on the outside through the ropes. Nice 12-6 elbow there by Jeremy Barmore. Meanwhile, Sean Kenny is all over. Look out! Belly to Barmore on the outside. Sean Kenny got a hold of the Beast. Big time. Rib breaker into a spin can slam. The Cousins of Chaos are all over the American Triad. And look out, Jeremy Barmore got something planned here for Daddy Mark Woolery. Oh my God, he spears him through the barricade. The Cousins of Chaos are on a whole nother level of chaos here with us at Salute to the Soldiers. And look at this, he sets the ladder up, and the Beast with a high kick there. Woolery back up and fighting it off with a Fez press. Going against Jeremy Barmore. The Beast here Looks like he's going to be the first man to go up the ladder once Sean Kenny has set it up. We got a reversal on the outside by Barmore as the Beast is the first man to touch the Ultimate Tag Team titles in this tag team matchup. In this ladder match, the Beast now letting go of it. Now, face to face. Oh, eats a face plant into the ladder and then thrown off the top. Kenny now at the top of the ladder here. Throw back on the outside by Woolery. Woolery now rushing to the inside of the ring, looking to stop Sean Kenny. Now, taking his time, climbing to the top of the ladder here. Woolery face to face with Sean Kenny. And these two are just having an epic stare-off. It looks like they're talking shit to each other at the top of the ladder. No one even going for any offensive shots here. Instead, the Beast looking to throw shots here on Sean Kenny. And now Jeremy Barmore in the ring looking to stop Mark Woolery after the Beast pulls down Sean Kenny. And look out, he rips down Woolery. No one at the top of the ladder. The ladder knocked down, in fact. And look at that, Cody Ford rubbing it in Kenny's face there. Look at this, looking to go for perhaps the mark of the Beast. A running spear puts down the live wire champion, one half of the Ultimate Tag Team Champions. And look out, Daddy's Discipline there by Mark Woolery. But Barmore with a much needed reversal there in time. And look at this. Grabbing him by the tights and ripping him back down and then trying to kick him in the face, but to no avail. A spear through the rope sends Mark Woolery to the outside. Sean Kenny to the outside to follow. Beast here. Thrown over the apron. Barmore now face to face with him. Look out for Woolery as he gets hit with a spin-kin slam. And look at this. He's not done here. The Beast with a shot through the ropes here. Dives in with a DDT. Drops him down. Another spin-kin slam on the outside. Leaves Woolery down. Mark Woolery, though, sliding on the inside here. Looking to get the upper hand and stop. Oh, Sean Kenny from stopping the Beast. Cody Ford trying to pull down the Ultimate Tag Team titles. Can he win it here for the American Triad? The Beast trying to rip down the titles here. Can he do it? And he does. Cody Ford pulling down the Ultimate Tag Team Championships here at Salute to the Soldiers. The American Triad wins at Salute to the Soldiers 2018. What do you know? Nonetheless, the Cousins of Chaos in one hell of a tag team showing here. The spear, the Daddy's Discipline there. At that point in time, the American Triad was showing everyone that they knew what they were doing. A spin-kin slam on the outside. You thought that Jeremy Barmore should have knocked the Beast off the apron and gone up the ladder at that point. But he did not. Instead, the Beast come in with that flying DDT to the top of the ladder. Mark Woolery to stop Sean Kenny and save him enough time for the Beast to pull down the Ultimate Tag Team titles for Daddy Mark Woolery and the Beast Cody Ford. The American Triad becomes the new NCW Ultimate Tag Team Champions. Okay, coming up next on NCW Salute to the Soldiers 2018, we have the NCW High Flyers Championship on the line, as Jay Constanelli will be competing against the champion Noah Todd right here tonight for the NCW High Flyers title. Of course, each man having a manager in their corner. As you can see, Chris Hardcore making sure that these Constanelli brothers and this Revelation faction doesn't really try any shenanigans here tonight, evening the score as the High Flyers title will be on the line. The NCW, I believe he NCW Italian champion Jay Constanelli takes on the High Flyers champion. Noah Todd wanted a double title match, seeing as how he is already a champion and getting a shot at his singles title. But NCW management not letting that fly. Instead, just the High Flyers title is on the line here in this singles affair between two men who have met many times before and probably will meet again in the future. Nonetheless, here we go. It is time for Jay Constanelli versus Noah Todd. No, Patrick Beer, you have not fought at all, neither one of your two matches. So here we go. High Flyers title on the line. Deadshot. Jay Constanelli looks to challenge for Noah Todd's NCW High Flyers title. Live from Bag Rag, we got a clash between two champions here in NCW. Here we go, at Salute to the Soldiers. This is not a championship versus championship match. Instead, this is only the NCW High Flyers title, and introducing first the challenger. Here with us tonight at Salute to the Soldiers, he is your NCW territorial champion, the one and only Jay Constanelli. He is the Italian champion. I don't know why he didn't wear his Italian title out here to the ringside here tonight. Nonetheless, here he is coming out here tonight, accompanied down to the ring by his brother, Everett Constanelli, the legacy champion. Nonetheless, here tonight, I guess he ain't putting the title on the line, so he ain't got to worry about grabbing the right one. It might still be in the shop being made. Nonetheless, here tonight, the NCW Italian champion takes on the High Flyers champ for the High Flyers title here tonight. Will he walk away? The NCW High Flyers champion, his brother in his corner here tonight, all representing that Revelation faction. And now, his opponent, making his way down to the ring. He is the NCW High Flyers champion, being accompanied down to the ring by his best friend, the Hardcore champion, Chris Hardcore. Wait a minute. These two circling the ring, throwing their belts off, and it looks like it's a fight here. Oh, the referee's out. Look out. The dead shot, Jay Constanelli, going the hell off here, ladies and gentlemen. And look out, taking the bat from him here. Got the bell rang, and look out. Oh, the referee's down again here. The dead shot, Jay Constanelli, quick to pick up that bat and trying to take it to the dead shot, or trying to take it to Noah Todd. But look out, a sling blade just like that. And Noah Todd showing everybody how we're going to start this matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. Throwing off his shirt, and it is time to roll here. Got him up. Gut buster there out of the double chicken wing here by the High Flyers champion. Noah Todd in complete control here. Throws him into the ropes. Uh-oh. Reversal there by the dead shot. And a clothesline there. The dead shot, Jay Constanelli, begging him to his feet here, but he's slow to get up. Dead shot. Up on the top rope. Dives off with a flying drop kick, and Noah Todd is down. The High Flyers champion. Not looking good. Referee Jeff Bobcat getting rid of that baseball bat. And it looks like we have some a little bit of order here to this match. And look at this. Just like that, changing the tides with the front face lock, throwing him through the ropes, and the DDT there by the master of Scooby-Woo. Here he is, moving out of the way, trying to go for a shot, but Noah Todd is there waiting. And a sling blade there once again. Noah Todd in control here momentarily on. Oh, Jay Constanelli, and the dead shot goes down too. That switch-legged headlock buster. Down he goes, and look out. Nails him with the Immortal Genocide. Immortal Genocide, and now going for the pin off of that. 1, 2, and no. The dead shot, Jay Constanelli, gets up. Everett is very supportive of his brother at this moment in time. And look at that. And the dead shot still becoming distracted here. Getting pinned. 1. No. Jay Constanelli getting out of harm's way once again, but for how long? As it looks like Noah Todd is back in this matchup after taking that beating by the steel baseball bat. And now, the dead shot going in on the Immortal, but no, Noah Todd to find his way out of it. Nice reversal. Reversal there by, look out. Oh, and a clothesline there by dead shot. Jay Constanelli in control here. And look at that, taking out Chris Hardcore. Look at dead shot, Jay Constanelli. And now, what is he doing here? The dead shot here got a hold of that High Flyers title, and look at this. He's running around the ring with it here, ladies and gentlemen. The dead shot, Jay Constanelli luring him to the outside here with the High Flyers title, and he's running very quickly past Chris Hardcore. Trying to distract the world. Oh, the High Flyers champion, and look out. Down goes the referee. And now, the dead shot, Jay Constanelli dives off with a double axe handle, noticing that the referee was getting up too fast. He turned around. It looked like he was going for another weapon. And he's doing whatever he can to hang with the immortal Noah Todd, but Noah Todd here is in full control at this point in time with the referee back up and everybody into this matchup. And now, the dead shot, Jay Constanelli. Now, throwing Noah Todd to the outside. And look at this. Oh, the dead shot, Jay Constanelli, trying to distract the referee, perhaps for his brother to go after him. Constanelli looks like he's trying to knock down the referee once again. Instead, a clothesline to the legs there to take out Noah Todd on ring entry. No ring courtesy as it is from the dead shot, Jay Constanelli. We got a reversal here by Noah Todd. Noah Todd looking to spin him around. Uh-oh, schoolboy. Into the double arm DDT. Noah Todd going in for the pin off of that. And look at Everett Constanelli getting involved on the outside. Everett Constanelli, a former multiple-time world champion, the brother of Jay. And now the dead shot goes down once again to a headlock driver. Uh-oh, and a snap German suplex. Good Lord, it is not looking good for the dead shot. He needs some help here. this. The dead shot, Jay Constanelli now. Missing with that clothesline wildly. And now, look out. Noah Todd with the head scissor and the dab to follow. A ultimate maneuver that he's been using for a while now. And the Dabtastic Fanatic has got that headstand headlock locked in here. Now Noah Todd in complete control here. Rolling backwards, clipping the leg, and then the leg snapper. Beautiful maneuver there by Noah Todd. Technicality on display here. Noah Todd now. Now in control. Look out, a spear puts down Jay Constanelli. One. No, Constanelli will kick out at a 2 count, and Noah Todd will continue this High Flyers Championship matchup. Look out. How much longer and how much more in the tank does he have here? Oh, and another spear. Another one takes him out. One. And only a 1 count there as well. Jay Constanelli taking everything that Noah Todd has to dish out here tonight, but I don't know how much more he can handle. And a big time block there by Constanelli. No. Gets picked up on his shoulders and then dropped throat first across the top rope here. Snapmare there sits him down towards the center of the ring, and the champion goes back to work. Now wrenching on his neck again. Look out. Constanelli looks like he's building some steam here. Elbows to the gut on Noah Todd, fighting back with that. Thrown into the corner. Oh, and he went for something there. Instead, Constanelli is there. Another reversal by Constanelli. Now, Jay Constanelli cracking the neck here, ladies and gentlemen. You know what he's going for. Flashpoint. Connects there. Jay Constanelli not wasting any time, going in for the pin off that 1. And only a 1 count there to be found for the dead shot. Jay Constanelli. Now, look at this, begging him to get to his feet here. Oh, back elbow busts him open here. Kick to the gut. The dead shot is fighting back for all he's worth here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look at that. He stopped as soon as he was running back for that pop-up powerbomb, that no-scope powerbomb to take his head off. Instead, it was broken up seemingly. And now, firing back here is... oh, the Batman punch. Good Lord, Noah Todd doing what he's got to do to keep his High Flyers title right here tonight. And I'm going to tell you what, the Syndicate looking great against this revelation here tonight. Kick to the leg, kick to the leg, kick to the gut. He's not done. Throws him into the ropes here. And then pulls him back into a beautiful maneuver there. Look out! Spinebuster by Constanelli. Spinebuster by Constanelli, and he's not wasting any time. Going for a pin off that 1, 2, and no, a kick out by the immortal Noah Todd. The High Flyers Championship on the line. And look at this, Constanelli taunting him here. Noah now turned around. Oh, right into a beautiful maneuver there. And now Constanelli looking for the falling back elbow, landing right into the gut there. And he ain't done, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in with the springboard elbow there. And look at this, Constanelli locking him up in the dead shot. DDT puts down Noah Todd, and it looks like this matchup is over for the champion. 1, two, and no, gets a shoulder up or a hand on the rope, one or the other. Either way, this matchup will continue. And look at this, the Deadshot is livid. He's got the High Flyers title here. And look out, he went for a shot on the referee there. And the referee now taking the belt. Oh, and look at that. The Deadshot gets knocked down there by the High Flyers champion from behind. Could it be over here trying to cheat? But oh man, Noah Todd landing the spear there. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, he keeps his NCW High Flyers title. The Deadshot Jay Costanelli did everything he did to cheat here tonight, but at the end of the day, the immortal Noah Todd walks away the victor here tonight, keeping his High Flyers championship. Congratulations to him, and the Deadshot goes down here tonight to the High Flyers champion. Noah Todd defends his championship successfly despite the dirty tactics of the Deadshot Jay Costanelli. He was taking it to Noah Todd here with a steel baseball bat and then knocked out the referee and tried to get the championship involved, even taunted him with the title, running all the way around the ring. But at the end of the day, Noah Todd walks away with the NCW High Flyers championship. His crusade of the High Flyers division continues, ladies and gentlemen. Noah Todd, your winner here tonight, the immortal, victorious once again. Congratulations to him. Awesome showing by the Syndicate's very own High Flyer champion, Noah Todd. Awesome showing here. The Costanelli brothers are definitely irate after not winning this matchup, the singles matchup. Jay Costanelli got to go back to the drawing board. The High Flyers champion stays with, or the High Flyers championship rather, stays with Noah Todd. All right, coming up next, fans, we have the New Generation Championship on the line. All right, so here we go. NCW New Generation Championship on the line. Patrick Pierre versus Luke Luger. Luke Luger, of course, drafted to the Adrenaline brand. Patrick Pierre is considered one of the men who have immunity. Of course, that video going up later on where you see where they won their immunity. But nonetheless, Patrick Pierre here tonight going for Luke Luger's New Generation Championship. Patrick Pierre, a man who's never held the NCW New Generation title, won multiple champions with us and here tonight. He looks to see what he can do here tonight as he goes up against Luke Luger. Now, we've seen Patrick Pierre go down to Luke Luger before, but right here tonight, the New Generation title is on the line. Here tonight at Salute to the Soldiers 2018, live from Baghdad, Iraq, the original outlaw takes on Bam Bam Patrick Pierre right here tonight for the NCW New Generation Championship. So here we go. Welcome back to NCW Salute to the Soldiers, ladies and gentlemen, right here from Baghdad, Iraq, ready to go for this, our Salute to the Soldiers 2018. Glad you could all join us here this evening, ladies and gentlemen, and this next matchup is definitely going to be one hell of a contest. And now, introducing first, making his way down to the ring, he is the challenger, the one and only Bam Bam Patrick Pierre. So, Bam Bam Patrick Pierre making his way down to the ring here for this bout here tonight. He's faced Luke Luger many times before. Never has he conquered the likes of Luke Luger. And here tonight, he's going to see if he can do so in this matchup. Luger defeated him last week. He defeated him back when he was NCW Bloodsport champion. And now, here tonight in their third meeting, I believe it is, in Nightmare Championship Wrestling, Patrick Pierre looking to see, can he hang with Luke Luger? Luke Luger, Patrick Pierre, these two men have met on separate occasions. Patrick Pierre have been able to beat him, or defeat him rather. Nonetheless, here we go. Meeting once again here tonight, this time for the NCW New Generation Championship. A title that Patrick Pierre has never held. Looks to earn it for the first time here tonight against this man. The man making his way down to the ring, he is your NCW New Generation Champion, hailing from Brooklyn, New York. Here he is, the one and only Luke Luger. Luke Luger, your NCW New Generation Champion, a man who has held that championship for some time now. Walked out of the chamber, I believe. They quarantined the main event with New Generation Championship, and now this, his first championship defense here tonight, here with us in the land of the nightmare. Luke Luger joining a star-studded list of superstars throughout history who have held that New Generation Championship. The co-owner of UFN, shout out to UFN, of course. I believe they're hosting us right now. Appreciate you. Nonetheless, here tonight, glad you guys could be with us. Nonetheless, the son of a gun, the original outlaw, Luke Luger, looking to put that championship he holds around his waist on the line here tonight in singles competition. And now, Luke Luger looking to go one-on-one with his opponent, Patrick Bam Bam Pierre. That's what it's all about, fans. The NCW New Generation Championship is on the line here in this epic battle. Introducing first, the challenger. Making his way from Mobile, Alabama, he is the one and only Patrick Bam Bam Pierre. Now, introducing the champion, hailing from Brooklyn, New York. He is he is the baddest man on the whole motherfucking called planet. He is the one and only, the original outlaw, your new generation champion, Luke Luger. So Luger putting the title on the line here against Patrick Bam Bam Pierre in a singles competition here tonight. Here we go. Luke Luger's new generation title on the line. Patrick Bam Bam Pierre challenging the original outlaw right here tonight in singles competition. Here we go. And Luke Luger going right after Patrick Bam Bam Pierre here in the opening moments of this matchup. Bam Bam trying to take it to the outside. And Bam Bam getting taken all the way up the ramp here by Luger. Luger and Bam Bam fighting on the ramp here. These men have already moved away from the ring, and their fight is taking place on the outside here. Luger with the reversal. Look out. Snap German suplex there. Puts down Patrick Bam Bam Pierre. What is he going for here? Look out. Got him in a back suplex. Oh, man. And a back body drop there. Look out. Luger here on the outside. Throws his opponent to the inside of the ring. It'll slow down the count enough for him to get inside safely as well. And a reverse DDT to follow. Luger in control now. Front face lock. Nice knee to the face there by Luger. And now, look out. Dr. Teeth connects there to Patrick Bam Bam Pierre. Look out. Scissor kick there by Luger as he sets down Patrick Bam Bam Pierre here, ladies and gentlemen. And now it doesn't look like he's playing around. I don't know how much Patrick Pierre has got left in the tank, but he's going to have to combat this move here. Look out. Bam Bam locked up in the sharpshooting triangle, and he fights his way out of it immediately. Great showing there by Patrick Bam Bam Pierre. And look out. Nice shot to the top of the head there with the kick, and then the springboard hurricanrana there landing right on his feet. Patrick Bam Bam Pierre showing off here for the fans. He wants to become the new generation champion right here tonight. Can he do so? And now, Bam Bam getting picked up here. Oh, nice shot there. Look out, Patrick Bam Bam Pierre. Puts him down with a Northern Lights suplex here, and he is in control here. I don't know what he's doing. Looks like he's wrenching on the nose and the face here of Luke Luger, and the new generation champion doesn't look like he's in control here. Bam Bam looks like he's going after it here. Uh-oh, he looks like he's got him in some sort of a choke. Some sort of an Oscar lock here. Trying to lock it in here, a chicken wing choke here. Will he make him tap out? No. Instead, Luger continues this matchup. Going to the top rope. Look out. Here comes Patrick Bam Bam Pierre looking to fly off the top. Dives off with a double-footed missile drop kick to no avail. And now, over the top rope goes, look out, Luke Luger. Picking him up now as Bam Bam, but a reversal and thrown into the steel steps by Luger. Luke Luger may be the veteran in this situation. Patrick Pierre been in NCW longer, but Bam Bam is not faring well against the new generation champion as he gets thrown into the ring. Luger bringing it back into the ring once again. Now, Luke Luger in control here. Luger getting reversed there. and a nice DDT there by Luke Luger. That'll level the field. He's back in control here of Patrick Bam Bam Pierre. He hits the ropes and a scissor kick there to set down Patrick Pierre. Now, Luger reverses with one hell of an innovative enziguri to put him down, and look out, Luger lifts him up in a seated reverse DDT. Beautiful maneuver there by Luke Luger, and now Luger is measuring here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he went for that big time sliding shin kick to the face instead, to no avail. Patrick Pierre now gets stacked up, and look out, crossed into that. Oh my goodness, that sharpshooter triangle is locked in. Patrick Pierre, does he have enough to survive two of them? And no, he does not. Luke Luger successfully defends the NCW New Generation Championship. Wow. Congratulations to his opponent here tonight, putting him down, keeping it going, showing everybody how it's done. The New Generation Champion, showing everybody he is not a paper champion, and taking out his first challenger for the belt, Patrick Bam Bam Pierre. Congratulations to Luke Luger, still your NCW New Generation Champion, choking out Patrick Bam Bam Pierre, making him tap out to the sharpshooter triangle, taps him out. That son of a gun gets it done again. Wow, still your NCW New Generation Champion, Luke Luger. Luke Luger keeps the New Gen Championship. Wow. Retaining that New Generation title against Patrick Bam Bam Pierre, and now he will move on. Who will he face next? Luke Luger is setting them all down as of late, and now Patrick Pierre, the original outlaw, showing everybody how it is done. Congratulations to the New Generation Champion on his successful title reign. And fans, he is moving on to Supreme Struggle, and he may be very well putting that title on the line in the tournament, where he will have a good chance to retain it and move on and win the whole damn tournament. You better believe he's a favorite going into it. Nonetheless, here he is, your New Generation Champion, Luke Luger. And I'll be back with a conclusion of this, fans. Let me set this up in the right arena. Sorry about that.